Hey everyone! Thank you for coming to Penny for a Tale on our Star Wars night every alternating Mondays at 7:30. Um, uh, Welcome. I am Alex. I am the GM for this game. We are on session two. Uh, what is in store for our players? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna start off with Mitchell, who is not the GM tonight, and he's very happy about that. Mitchell,
Hello.
introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi. Hi, I am Mitchell. I am part of Penny for a Tale. And yeah, I'll be playing Noah. It's going to be some great times, so stick around for late shenanigans.
Lay shenanigans. We are going to go over to Daniel.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'm playing Quigley, the gank, on this amazing game we're playing right now. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens tonight.
This amazing game for sure. You flatter me. Okay. Last Jasmine with her awesome makeup and costume. Yay!
Woo!
Yay. Hi guys, welcome to our new lifestyle. I have painted my face to be like my character. Well, semi, kinda. I'm Belandi. I'm Miralon. Did I say that right? Miralon?
Close enough. I like it.
We're gonna call it a
That's right.
Miralon. It's canon
Miralon.
now.
It is.
And I am a traveling doctor slash consular person. I am a neutral party in this whole game, but we'll see how long that lasts.
Excellent. All right. So, as we set our stage, we return once again to TIG, T16, a space station on the outermost rim of the galaxy. This has traditionally been a neutral space. This is not a place where Imperial forces have a tight grip, and therefore things like bounty hunters and other mercenaries have made their home here. Noah and Quigley and Belandi have all just narrowly escaped being caught or killed by stormtroopers as they make their way down a long elevator shaft with it's more like a freight elevator in attempts to get to a hangar below deck, or one of the lower deck levels, a service kind of hangar bay. So as we join the team again, they are slowly lowering down this service elevator, and they had just noticed a group of stormtroopers from the level above turn around at the last moment as they continue their descent. So, as the elevator continues to go down, it opens up, and you're able to see a hangar bay. You can see one ship to the right-hand side, covered with looks like to be a tarp. And then on the left-hand side, there is another ship not covered by tarp. So as you're going down, keep going, and about halfway, I need you all to make agility checks.
Oh,
No, I'm not
Yeah,
prepared.
I know you're not.
What is this? Agility, what? Like,
It's going to be 2 purple die is your challenge, and this is going to be a straight agility check.
oh, two purple?
Um,
Two purple?
2 purple.
Two purple. Oh, God.
that 4 success, 1 threat.
Okay.
One advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
3 threats. Woo!
Dang.
All right. So as this elevator is descending about halfway from the bottom, what you can estimate, it suddenly stops, and it's very jarring. So with Noah's successes, you're able to kind of get your balance immediately, and maybe even take a hold of Bit, who's probably at your legs and clinging onto you. So you're able to grab her and get like a good footing. You other guys, you obviously feel the jar, and it rocks you. You're kind of off balance a little bit. You're wavering, and now Daniel, I'm going to ask you to make an agility check.
Another one?
Oh.
let's see. I wanted you to make. Do you have an athletics?
I
Ooh, there
yeah, I
it is.
do.
Okay, I need you to make an athletics check. And the challenge is again 2 purple, but you get a blue dice because you got your footing.
All right. Who? That is 2 success, 1 threat.
Okay. So as you've gotten your footing, you can see that this elevator has stopped. If you want, you can jump towards a crate that looks like it's nearby. Do you want to do that?
What? I would be more worried about making sure Bit was hidden. So would it be possible to like kind of like move her instead of myself?
Yeah, how so?
Like throw her.
You want to throw her onto the crate thing?
Yeah, like just kind of like get her out of the way.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. You can do that. With your success of athletics, you're able to kind of toss her, but gingerly down. She'll hit it's kind of covered with some tarp as well. She hits it and rolls, and she looks to be fine. She kind of gives you a little thumbs up. At that point, the elevator starts to go back up. So you other guys, you can make an athletics check. But instead of blue, you guys are going to get a black dice. So 2 purple, 1 black dice because you did not get your footing.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So we add that to the dice pool we have for athletics?
Yes, for your athletics.
2 purple, 1 black, and this is to jump off of this thing?
Yes, to get your footing enough to be able to move as this thing is going back up and a little jittery and
I'm not gonna try to get off. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna yell, "Hey, I'm just gonna press the button to go back down."
Sorry, how many blacks again?
just 1.
Just 1? Okay. Come on, die.
I'm just-
Oh, cool. So 2 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay. At this point, you all have the opportunity to jump. You can either jump or continue this elevator back up or any other action that you would like to try.
Yeah, I'm like clicking the button down like, goddamn things don't ever work. Like, come on,
Yeah, no. As you continue to hit the button, it continues to rise. There's no stopping it. And the longer it goes, the more worried would becoming of it being higher.
Well, I'm assessing the situation a little bit, and as a doctor, I should know how far this is.
Like, yeah, can we?
I'm gonna take a running start.
Okay. You managed to land because you got your success, so you can tuck and roll, and you land kind of near the crates that Quigley had thrown Bit to. Quigley.
So yeah, can I roll to grab Noah and try to follow in Belandi's footsteps?
Are you gonna princess carry me?
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's the only way I will be touched.
He's just gonna try to scoop him up like straight under the knees and support his head on the other arm, and then just kind of like run.
I'm like, oh.
Yes, you can. I'm gonna ask you to do one more check because let me ask this. Noah or Quigley, sorry, I'm getting you all confused. Noah. Noah, do you actually
if
permit him to
someone
carry you?
is princess carrying me, I'm putty in their arms. Campaign goals.
This is important.
Yeah, campaign goals solved. I'm out. This was great. That was my arc.
It's slowly going up.
And I'm like looking at you like.
Yeah, so he would just like holding him, he would run and then make the jump.
Okay. I need you to make 1 athletics check. And at the same purple, 1 black. You're holding Noah. I'm gonna get you guys confused. I don't know why. I just imagine Mitch playing a Quigley.
I mean, they're together. They're really
squiggly.
close. You can't tell where the other starts.
Mia ends.
Bit looks on, is like, oh, not again.
Ooh,
I think
2
taking
success,
notes.
2 advantage.
Okay,
Ooh.
excellent. So, with a good amount of finesse, you're able to scoop up Noah into a wonderful princess carrying Noah knowing that he is now safe within your arms, and you jump off of this, and quite almost at the last moment, and you do feel the fall of it, and you take 2 strain
Oof. All right.
from the jump because it was going up, and you
Yeah.
had another person.
Yeah,
Right.
I look at you and say, so I don't know about you, but you know, after I'm done teaching, I'm usually off around 6.
I'm gonna drop him.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Excellent.
Okay.
So as you've jumped at the last moment, the elevator continues to rise, and it is now beyond your vantage point. You know that it's going back up, and having seen what has, the people that have just seen you, you can only expect to, guess what might be coming down very shortly behind. Mhm.
With seeing that, is there a way, like anything I can see, like a control box or anything that I could like shoot or like try to destroy to where it wouldn't keep it from coming back down?
You can certainly try. Give me a perception at 1 difficulty, at 1 purple. It is not concealed.
All right. Ooh, damn. I forgot I had a black one there. Whoops. So I got 1 success, 2 threats.
Okay, so you see the control panel on the wall. Do you take your standard blaster out and shoot it, or how do you destroy this? Or what do you do with it?
Blasters aren't really that loud, are they?
They sound like a blaster.
I know, right?
Yeah, like pew pew.
I don't know the decibels of the blaster, but it sounds like a blaster.
Pew pew.
He would just shoot it.
Okay. Pew, pew. With your success, you hit it easily. It is a not moving target. That does, it sparks, little flames, kind of erupt out. And you hear what might be the grinding halt of the elevator, but there is a lot of ambient, kind of mechanical and metal noises going on in the hangar, so you're not quite sure. But you might have postponed them or held them up a little bit. So after that, you all 3, including Bit, have landed at this hangar, and Quigley has just shot out the control to the elevator. What do you guys do?
The daughter, what was her name again?
Jen.
Yeah, I'm like yelling, Jen, hello, Jen.
You do not hear it.
The little girl.
As you listen, you don't hear any response, any voices. Again, that ambient noise of just kind of being in a massive metal hole of some sort. As you're looking out of the large bay doors, you do see 2 TIE fighters scream by. So that is something. And once again, you have a ship to your right hand that's covered in tarp, and then a ship to the left-hand side that is not covered by tarp.
I'm gonna go to the one on the left.
Okay. Give me your perception, 1 difficulty.
Okay, so
And I'm going to like go to one of the consoles and see if I can do like a station-wide communication announcement real quick.
difficulty is just the 1 black, right?
1 purple.
1
And
purple. Sorry.
yeah, you can give me a computers check, Noah. By the way, I completely forgot.
Is this
Guess
Windows
who's also
or
here
Apple?
as well? Your Rhodian friend.
Oh,
He
right.
jumped as well.
They have not abandoned us yet. So.
No. He managed to get his footing and jump as well. He is just very quiet.
What's the difficulty for mine?
You have a difficulty of 1 red, 1 purple.
Oh, this will be great.
Okay, so I have 1 advantage.
Okay.
Oh, God.
As Okay,
Go ahead.
I'll do Blondie. Blondie, as you're checking the ship, you notice that the hangar or the side hangar. This is actually. Let me get the. I'll get you all a ship number and class. Oh, a YT 2400. This ship is a standard kind of freighter ship. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not a freighter. It's a standard starship. Think about the size of a Millennium Falcon. It's shaped kind of similarly, but not. It's got a little flat side to it. But about the same size. Usually about 6 people in a crew for this, or at least 6 passengers fit comfortably in this. So that is what you're looking at. The hangar door to it appears to be slightly ajar. And I'll let you figure out what you want to do with that. Noah, what was your result?
You're not gonna like it.
I know.
Yeah, I got 2 advantages, 2
Okay.
failures, and 1
Okay.
despair.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. Okay.
It's so fun.
So,
Can I shoot Noah now?
I mean, yeah, go for it. Whatever.
You probably should.
Let me not impede your gaming here. Yeah, absolutely no. Okay, so Noah, as you're typing on this computer, and it looks like it's just a normal terminal for this whatever this hangar to log into the main computer access. As you're doing this, the normal passwords that you have used, like in your classroom and just are just around the space station.
Yeah, which is pretty much like password or the
Exactly.
teacher's really cool.
All these passwords that you have normally used are not only not working, but other error message seems to be coming up. And eventually, as you continue to do this, your screen goes blank. And in a second, or less than a second, another image comes up, and it is a stormtrooper.
Hey,
Uh,
hey, how you doing?
You,
Yeah.
you're at Hangar Bay 715.
I look. No. It
You
looks.
have clearance.
It looks like I don't know if there's a.
I'm sending a patrol down.
Hold on. We're actually
And that-
in Hangar Bay 8-59.
The screen cancels. The screen goes black.
I turn it
What do
off
you
and
do?
on.
It doesn't do anything. It just is black. So
Hey guys, not meaning to add any more difficulty to our escape plan, but I have some friends coming.
Looking up from like checking Bit over to make sure she wasn't injured and throwing her, he seems like, what do you mean, friends?
Let's call it a surprise exam. I mean, it's stormtroopers. I fucked up.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
I know.
So which ship is ours? Are we just gonna?
So as you're discussing this, you give me perceptions checks, all of you.
I don't wanna.
oh no.
Oh no.
Negatives.
1 purple, and do 1 black as well. 1 purple, 1 black, because I'm crazy.
What the? Who do you think you are?
Oh, I hope you guys roll better.
Oh, well, I got an advantage.
Okay.
I got 4 successes and 1 threat.
Okay.
Cause baller.
Well, at least you can succeed at something.
I did get an advantage. So that's that.
That was it. No failures or anything. That's okay. Honestly, as long as you don't get a devastating failure, unlike Mitchell, you usually are okay. Okay, so Mitchell, you did get a success for this one. So as you're kind of standing still near the terminal that you were using, you hear, like on the opposite side of the wall, you hear a door open, like a hydraulic, and you hear footsteps. Many sound like quite a few footsteps.
I'll
and,
poke my head out.
from the door. Okay, so there is another hangar door right here that's still closed. The sound that you were hearing was behind that, as if footsteps are approaching that door.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, pick a ship, and I start running towards the ship with the tarp on it.
Okay, so at this point, the doors will open, and we're going to go into combat.
Oh no!
Okay, I've been excited to find out how this works.
Oh, why did you turn into this one then? Why did you turn into this game? Okay.
I throw all
So-
5 of my lightsabers at him.
I have to.
5 of your lightsabers?
Mm-hmm. It's a new
How'd you get
Jedi
those
style
lightsabers?
from kids.
Real quick, while we're going into this, Jazz, what ship was Belandi at? Was she at the one uncovered or the one covered?
I uncovered the one on the closest to the door, so I'm assuming that's the right one, right? Yeah.
I'm just running.
Okay, so let me remember how to do all this. Yeah. It's just a basic agility, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it, right?
Also,
All right.
what is our rebel friend doing?
He is ducking behind a crate.
Awesome.
Feeding himself.
You are welcome to do the same. So we have it is
I'm in danger.
your agility. Let me do this. I should have done. Yeah, so it's going to be your straight agility roll, and you tell me how many successes that you get.
3.
Oh wait, agility's under skills, right?
It's one of the
It's a
one of your
characteristic.
top characteristics.
Okay.
Alright. I got 3 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay. Let's see, roll one of those.
I got 1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay. And then Noah, you're the last one.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alright, so you see 3 stormtroopers filing in very quickly, blasters raised. What are you guys doing? Starting with Daniel.
So I'm going to take lead from the Valerian guy. Is that what's the name? Valerian?
The Rhodian, or your
Rhodian.
rebel. You have not actually gotten his name, I don't think.
Nope, we just kind of, hey.
He's
You're
that
a hard-
rebel dude.
Let's lightly torture you. I'm going to snag bit, throw around my back, and kind of duck down behind the crates.
Okay.
Pull my blaster out and just kind of try to stealth my way behind crates towards Belandi.
All right, you gotta give me a stealth check.
All right. Oh, thank God, it's based on agility.
It is. The challenge is going to be 2 purple, 1 black.
Oh, you would. I mean, I didn't fail. I just got 1 advantage.
Hey, no, that's okay. All right, so you're able to get Bit kind of on your back or wherever you need her to be, and you said you're ducking behind the same crate as your rebel friend, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that. You guys are ducked there. He looks at you and he sees that you're kind of slumped down and we're going to be quiet. So he'll follow you, and he'll kind of like tap you on the shoulder and like like give you the eyes, and then point over to the ship. And the door that Blondie saw that was slightly ajar is what he's pointing to.
Okay.
On the ship that does not have the tarp over him. So you're able to sneak. You're able to get to at least another set of crates. However, the stormtroopers are descending upon you. So Noah, you're next. You're always my wild card. I'm always terrified of what you're about to say.
So I am going to get into one of these containers, and my hope is to just let them pass through real quick.
All right.
By.
All right. So none of these containers are open. So you had said that you were starting to run towards the ship, the one that was not where Blondie was. Okay. So do you change course at the last minute, or do you just kind of hide quickly behind something? Tell me how this looks.
Yeah, so I'm running, and are there any like what's between me and this ship?
Not much. It's pretty clear between you and the ship. You do have some cargo stuff, like cargo containers on the left-hand side, kind of on the other side of the ship you could possibly duck into. There are crates further over, but with the door having just opened and stormtroopers, right there, that's a little bit far. You can try and get to those crates onto the left-hand side, kind of like in a little alcove area.
Yeah, let's go for that.
All right. You're going to have a hard stealth check. And it's going to be 1 red, 1 purple, and 1 black.
1 purple, 1 black. Against my 2 yellow, 1 green, and 1 blue.
You got this.
No, I don't. Come on. 3 successes, 1 advantage, and 1 triumph.
Look at that. See, the Force. The Force is always with you. So
the dark side.
The dark side is always with. No, that's horrible. Don't tell the kids that. All right. So with your success, you're able to somehow, whether it's the favor of the Force or the will of the wills, you're able to kind of get under the ship a little bit and create some sort of cover between you and the ascending troopers, and you can get to that cargo crate. What do you is there anything that you want to do with it, with that kind of triumphant success? I always like to give players the opportunity to make it cinematic or give them a little something extra. So tell me what you want to do.
So yeah, let's say I'm kind of like running forward, and I slide, but I don't quite get to the box, so I kind of like shimmy over and then roll into it, and closing the lid up top me. And because I have permanent markers on me always, because I'm a school teacher, I like kind of write on the outside of the box, like goes into ship.
Okay, excellent, great. All right, so now it's the stormtroopers. As they come out the door, Blondie is behind the opposite, like on the other side of the ship, so they don't quite see her immediately. Their main concern was going to the terminal, so 2 of them immediately peel off and go to the terminal, and another one who looks to maybe be more of like the officer is like, guys, you need to spread out, cover this whole area. They could be anywhere. He could be anywhere. So they have their rifles raised. One of the 2 that go over to the terminal peels off and starts to canvass the area, heading to the cargo freight that is now concealing Quigley, Bit, and the Rebel. It is only seconds before they'll round the corner of the ship to see Blondie. And they do not seem to see or have noticed any trace of Noah as he skitters under and into the box. So the ambient sound is still, this metal, so it's giving you a little bit of cover for light, sounds and everything. So Blondie.
Oh man. So since I'm the only one by the ship, I'm gonna very carefully get the blaster ready at my hip and keep fumbling around for buttons to get it started, so at least they're distracted while it's on.
Your blaster.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you give me, Blondie? Give me a cool check.
Cool check. Okay, so for
Yeah.
cool,
You're going off of your presence.
oh, okay. Let's see.
So if you don't have any pips in it, you're just gonna roll your straight whatever that I just said, straight presence roll. So this is going to be 1 purple, 1 black.
1 purple, 1 black, and then presence was cool. Presence is 2, so I got 2 green in there. Then it gave me. Oh, they came up blank.
That
You
is
got a wash?
Yeah, that's a complete wash. Okay. All right. So you're kneeling there and you're getting ready. You're holding kind of your action. I'll say that you're kind of, watching the foot steps as they're going, just under your vantage point across this, across the ship that's in, you're next to and in front of you. And you're ready. All right. So Quigley, you see this. You can see this from your vantage point. You see that Blondie's kind of held up against the side of the ship. She's near the door that your rebel friend kind of pointed out to you that's slightly ajar and looks like it might, possibly be kind of open. You see this, and you see the stormtroopers walking very, being ever closer to Blondie. Noah
is it just 2 of them, or is it 1?
Right now, it is just 1.
Okay. Would I be able to close the distance between where I am and where they are and like stealth attack them, like try to get them in a chokehold?
You can certainly try.
So I guess before I do that, I'll tap Bit's hands that are around my neck to let her drop off.
Mm-hmm.
And
she'll do that.
Yeah. Before I go ahead and attempt to try to sneak up on this stormtrooper and choke him out.
She will look at you and kind of like in the pleading eyes that she gives you is like, you don't do anything you don't have to.
And he'll look back and he's like, a promise is a promise, and then he'll make his way.
Okay. All right. So this is a hard stealth check. Oh God. Oh no.
Oh.
You're gonna have a red, a purple, and a black.
All right.
Oh man.
Red.
Oh, man, this one's hard.
Oh man. Oh jeez.
All right, Morty. I have 1 triumph.
What the hell?
And 5 despairs.
So, as you're sneaking, there's you're able to kind of time this trooper's movements, getting ever closer to him and him getting ever closer to Blondie. You're able to time his movements and you're able to gauge, having perceived and been in the mercenary or been in combat for so long, you understand kind of how this person is patrolling and where he's looking and where you think his next eyesight is going to go. So you're able to roll to behind another crate a little bit closer and a little bit more towards the ship, and as he turns around one of the kind of jutting out parts of the ship, you realize that at that point he can't be seen by the other 2 troopers, and that if you want to make your move to do grapple or whatever, now is the time. So you're going to give a brawl move, I believe.
Yay, grapple.
Yeah, every GM's evil,
grapple
thing. I have no idea how we're gonna make this work. All right, so I gotta roll some stuff to see if he notices you before this all happens. Ooh. I don't need the Stormtrooper page, said Alex earlier. I don't need this. Narrator, he did actually need this. Oh, this is fine. Everything's fine. Okay. All right, so let me see. I gotta roll one thing real quick. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So as you're getting closer, what do you do? What are you planning to do?
So as he's getting closer, like as soon as he sees his opportunity to move in, when he notices that he's not like visible by the other two stormtroopers, he's going to like quickly close the distance, and he's going to attempt to just use all his body weight and everything to just slam his head into the side of the ship.
Okay. You can do that. Give me your brawn roll.
All right.
And you're going to be, it's going to be 2 purple and a black because he's not expecting this.
Oh
no.
Awesome stuff.
I got 1 success and 4 threat.
Yay.
Ooh, okay. That's actually very good for kind of what he rolled as well. Okay, so as you're stealthing, you see your point, you see this is the time, this is, everything kind of goes, quiet and still for you. As you rush forward, you're able to catch him off guard. But as you slam him against, you said you were going to slam him against the side of the ship?
Yeah, like I'm trying to because you know how like if you like, especially when you're wearing a helmet, if your head hits something hard, like is that clang in there?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was trying to do. Like,
okay. Yeah, and that's what happens. As you rush forward and push him into the ship, the clattering of his armor and the thud of the helmet, as he gets thrown against the ship, he calls out something that is not really audible. It's not a word. It's like ah! And however, it did alert the other 2 troopers to this, as well as the thud. They quickly look up and immediately start to rush to where you are. So now, Noah,
What?
do you see? I don't know what you see. Tell me what you see in this crate. Are you looking out at all? Or
yeah, I have my like little eyes peeking out from the top. Like that looks bad.
All right, so you're seeing this. What are you doing? You just heard the thud and as what you can only guess either is your friend or somebody getting beaten, getting the crap knocked out of them.
Huh. Okay. So I'm going to turn over the box so that I can move with the box on top of me, and I'm gonna start like solid snake creeping over there to get a better look.
All right. Give me a stealth check. 1 purple, 1 black.
Oh man. Doop 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 doop. Okay, I got 2 successes and 3 advantages.
Okay, you're able to. Well, the other 2 troopers who are not currently engaged, they obviously heard the sound, so they are now completely focused on where that sound came from and trying to get there as fast as possible. So they're not really paying attention to the dark shadow that is near the ship, but just out of their sight. So you're able to tilt the crate over or whatever, do what you need to do to put it over you as you start to solid snake crawl, to wherever you want to go, to the ship, and they do not notice you. And as you're doing this, you are able to get kind of you're able to see both Belandi and legs of other people. Like looks to be a stormtrooper and probably Quigley. But you can only see to a certain point because you can only you have a great eye view of their shins.
Yeah.
But from the way it looks, that's what you see.
This is my life now.
So as the on the troopers, as they hear the sound, of course the stormtrooper that you knocked into the ship, Quigley, he gets jostled, but then immediately will begin to fight back against you and try and shove you off. So I'm going to do a brawl for you.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Do I roll anything back? And
You can roll. Let's see. I'm gonna let you roll a cool for this. To kind of keep your shit together and see if you can anticipate any of his fighting movements, because this is a standard stormtrooper. Maybe you fought one before. Who knows?
Any negatives?
Huh?
Any negatives?
No. Just you're gonna give me a straight cool move. Just you're straight cool.
Cool.
Yeah, because you're so cool.
Two successes.
2 successes. Okay. Here. All right. So as he kind of pushes back with his rifle, he brings up the stock of his rifle to kind of like hit you under the chin and kind of pistol whip you. With your cool, you're kind of able to see that this is going to be the first movement that he's going to do. So you're able to anticipate it a little bit. However, you do take 3 damage, but you have a soak. So
I do. I have a soak of.
Okay, so this is not pleasant, but it's not going to hit your dice. And this was kind of a reaction move, and it was quick. It was meant to be light because he wants to get this blaster back and aim it and shoot you. So it's kind of one movement, but you were able to kind of guess it with your own ability to combat. So we have that. The other 2 see you. And as you and Belandi are now in sight of them, they are going to open fire.
Oh, great.
Great.
Yes.
I tried, Jazz.
All right.
We have another character rolled up.
No. All right. Let me get this. Belandi, I'm going to give you a chance to kind of get the better of them and fire off a shot if you would like.
I would love to fire a shot.
Okay, because I'm going to say that as you were standing there, you were aiming, you were ready with the you had taken the action to do that. So you can give me your ranged light roll. It's on the character sheet. It's based off of your agility.
Okay, so range light. So it says I have 3 of the green. Okay, and then what's the difficulty?
The difficulty is going to be 2 purple, 1 black.
Okay. Awesome. 2 successes, 1 threat.
Okay, cool. And Daniel, you are currently still in combat with your guy, so you're not able to do that. Belandi, you hit the first one that comes that is coming from around the ship. You hit him square in the shoulder. It looks like that he might have taken some damage. He's definitely not too interested and keen on shooting you. However, the other one does have a clear shot on you, so I'm going to roll that up.
Oh no.
Of course. At least I got 1, so
You did.
I am happy.
You did. All right, so
Come on, heavy ropes.
No, I did that right. Okay, cool. Okay, so let me think. Okay. He sees you and he eyes you up. He pops off one shot. Pew! And it hits. It hits for 8 damage.
Okay.
This is a blaster. So you do have soak. I believe your character does have some soak, maybe.
Yes.
So you're negating that damage with the soak. So if you had, let's say, 3 soak like Daniel did, you're subtracting 3 from the 7.
Okay, I do have 3 soak.
Okay.
And that's from the 7 damage?
Yeah, so you're 4. Yeah, 4. I could do math. Look at that. So you took 4 hit points of damage.
Okay.
And this would have been in your probably your arm region, or or at least the arm chest region. And this does hurt. So you get hit.
Do I notice the crawling box at this point?
I'm gonna say because you're getting shot at by a stormtrooper, you're gonna, no, you don't. Um, is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
I guess I'm gonna keep looking around to see if there's a way to like turn the ship on.
Okay.
Or
Why don't you give me another cool test?
another cool. Okay. So I was looking at my cool and I forgot that the yellow actually means triumph coin, not the regular green. So
Yes. So if you do have a pip in one of those skills, you make one of your green die a yellow die.
okay. And then basically looking at presents. So it's
It's
just
going to be 2 purple die as the challenge die. And I'm going to give you I'll give you a blue die.
Oh, okay.
Because there is because you feel that you need to do this. This is
we need to not die.
I mean, it makes sense. And just so you guys know, the blue die is like a boost die kind of thing.
Yes.
And so I rolled all of those together and I got 1 success, 1 advantage.
Excellent. Okay. So you, after getting hit, you kind of reel back. But luckily you're now kind of Quigley and his stormtrooper are kind of or blocking you a little bit from taking another immediate hit. So in that millisecond, you kind of calm down. And although your body is racked with pain from having just gotten shot with a blaster rifle, you're able to kind of calmly, assess what's going on. And this is because of your years of training being a counselor. You have been under tense situations before, and also being a medical doctor in combat zones. This you understand how to maintain your cool. So as you look over to the ship, you see that the blinking button to the rest of the hangar is it's blinking, and you perceive that if you maybe can get to that will open up the door to the ship.
All right, I'm gonna start heading towards that.
Okay, it's really close. It's like it's like a couple, not even a couple feet. It's really close to you're able to reach out if you would like and start to do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna smack it.
All right. So as you smack it, the door does pop out the rest of the way and begin to raise. So back to the top with Quigley.
Quigley.
All right. So you have this stormtrooper that you that you got a pistol whip in on you, and is now trying to right himself and get his blaster aimed. But you what would you do?
Can I throw him into the other stormtroopers?
You most certainly can try. Give me it's going to be a brawn check.
All right. Also, did we do the
destiny thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did not, but I'm going to make it up to you guys.
All right.
Oh.
I'll make it up to you guys. Don't worry.
Okay. I'll ask
we all get lightsabers.
Okay, you did not get a destiny chance last time because you all got dark forces last time, so that was the consequence of having it all.
Oh dang! Okay.
Not because the DM forgot, not at all.
All right.
So yeah, your brawn check is going to be. This is going to be a little hard. This is a big. This is a guy. This is an average human or adult size. We don't know what it is. Adult size.
It's a Wookiee.
I'm not going to be speciesist here.
It's a Wookiee.
That's horrifying. Anyway, so you're gonna have 1 red die, a purple, and a black.
Oh god.
He is covered in armor. He is very thick. He a thick boy.
Oh, he a thick boy, huh?
He a little bit of a thick boy.
All right, I'm gonna change up my tactics.
Things that could happen if this goes wrong.
Shut up, Mitchell. Oh man. I got 4 threat and 1 success.
All right. So you're able to push him again. You're able to get a good push, but maybe it's not like the complete throw that you were really looking on. Either, your muscles kind of, get taxed a little bit too much, and he's is genuinely not wanting to do this. This is not,
What?
he does not want to be thrown. So he is combating you the entire way. But you do manage to push him off of you.
What a dick.
Give me one perception check. Daniel Quigley.
Was I able to at least like push him? 2 successes, 2 advantages.
Okay. But yeah.
Was I able to like at least push him to block, have him in between me and the guys that are now firing?
Yes, you do push him in that direction. You push him in that direction, and it does offer you a little bit of coverage, but everything is moving very quickly, so you don't know how long that's going to be.
Right. Okay.
With your successful perception roll, though, you do notice out of the corner of your eye movement, as if maybe your rebel friend or even Bit is now making a move to get to the ship behind you that you're against. All right, so Noah.
What up?
What up?
So
what are you doing, box dude?
Do they have grenades on them?
Yes, they typically do. Do you are you going to raise your box high enough to try and check out their waistbands, because that's where they would keep them?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check out the waistbands.
The waistbands.
The waistbands.
The waistbands.
The waistbands.
All right, so where are you moving? Let's figure this out first. Where are you moving?
my whole plan is I want using skullduggery and stealth to get close and like just press one of the grenade buttons to like go off or to start its timer, and then just run towards the ship. That is my plan. The box has taken me this far. Sadly, I will have to leave it behind. But maybe on another planet, I'll find another box.
Okay. All right. That sounds certainly like a plan. So let's do one stealth roll to get you close enough to the nearest stormtrooper, who is. So you kind of had to go around the front of the ship a little bit, because now they're all kind of crowding around that side where everybody is at. So they're all around there. So I kind of got to move around there, and the stealth is going to be 2 purple, 1 black. It is difficult. You're getting in their perception, their eye perception, and you're a box that's moving on the ground.
The best box ever. So in true Noah fashion, I got 1 advantage, 1 triumph, and 3 failures.
All right.
Fail triumphantly.
So, okay, this is how this is going to look. So as you're slinking around in your box, in your special box that says, pack on chip, you're able to get close, very close to one, the furthest back. This was actually the one that Volandi was able to get a shot off on the shoulder. He kind of, reeled back a little bit and was, trying to adjust himself. So that is the one that you are nearest. You get there. And as you're moving up closer to him, he suddenly turns around. I'm going to give you a chance with your skullduggery. I want you to roll skullduggery. Because you see this, and you have a chance to maybe catch him a little bit off guard. So your skullduggery is going to be... Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's do this.
1 red, 1 purple, 1 black.
All right, so 1 red, 1 purple, and 1 black. Okay. All right, let's do this. This could be bad.
Or this could be really great. You never know.
2 successes, 1 threat, and 1 despair.
Oh my god. Okay, no, that's fine. That's excellent.
Oh my! You blow yourself up.
All right,
it would be the first time in Star Wars.
So I'm going to actually let you take the reins on this, because I am also kind of carrying over the triumph from your previous one to this. So you've managed to triumphantly sneak over, standing or kind of crouch right next to one. And as he turns around, you have an opportunity here to do anything cinematically what your character would do to try and get to this thermal detonator that is on their waistband.
Okay. So is it triumphant or is it filled with despair. I need to.
I want you to tell me what you do, and I'll add either the triumph or the despair to this.
So it turns around and sees this box, and of course there's that, huh? With a little exclamation mark above his head. As I take advantage of this moment to throw the box off me and go, ha ha! And I like try to press the button on his little grenade thing.
Excellent.
And start running.
This is the part in every Star Wars movie where like like the heroes come kind of like crashing through kind of in a funny manner. So that is what happens. Noah, you throw your box off, and with your amazing stealth and your successes, at least in Skullduggery, you're able to hit one of his thermal detonators on his belt, which he is very surprised at all of this. He doesn't know what to make of this.
No one ever
he was not trained for this.
Box.
This is out of his pay grade. No.
High school teacher, let's do this.
So as you're able to do that, you're able, it starts to beep, 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 doot, doot, doot. The despair, however, will come as he takes off the thermal detonator and lobs it at you.
I'm like, oh wait, hold on.
All right, so
didn't think that through.
The stormtroopers, they all kind of are, they're either being thrown or they're being shot at or having something, happen with them. The one that is still kind of who hasn't really taken much damage, he hears Noah's triumphant "ha ha" and spins around to see what the hell is going on. And at that moment, he sees, all the things that are happening, including the thermal detonator, and he calls out "grenade" or grenade. He just says "grenade." I was trying to think of what the actual Imperial code signs for things are, but I don't remember them.
It's
so
gonna blow.
I was like, bombs away. Look out below. No. Grenade. So he's gonna call out grenade. All the stormtroopers that are able to duck. Because they were trained to do that. Everyone, make an agility check. It is time.
Any negatives?
Yes. Oh, you bets. There's going to be a 1 red, 1 purple.
Ooh.
Well, good luck can't last forever.
No.
No.
I got 2 advantages though. So.
I got a failure, a threat, and a despair.
Oh Lord, boy! Oh no! Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I got 1 success and 3 advantages.
Okay.
A very saucy Monday, indeed.
What'd you get, Blondie?
I got 2 advantages, and then everything else canceled out.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So, as the grenade is lobbed high into the air, Blondie and Noah, you see this happening. You see that where this thing is going to fall. So you're able to kind of duck, or at least get out of the way of where this thing is heading. Unfortunately, Quigley, whether you were very focused on the droid that was the stormtrooper that was now dropped in front of you, or perhaps it was the motion of Bits and the rebel friend, you do not see the grenade that is lobbed in your direction. It's kind of obviously an area of effect thing. So it is lobbed. It's lobbed a little bit to the right, so it wasn't quite a direct sailing projectile. So it's going to hit. It is, however, going to hit the crate where your rebel and Bit friend were. So,
No.
you do you do take 6 damage. The rest of you and the hangar, there's a as an explosion, the thermal detonator goes off. The air is filled with dust and debris, and there's a white light, and your ears are ringing, and there is obvious, disorientation from the grenade being lobbed. You guys, I know we haven't really discussed this, but you do take 2 strain. And we can kind of go over that. Usually, strain is used as a mechanic to change your dice or to give you advantage for something. It does come into play when you are doing something that requires a lot of strain, and I'll let you know if that will occur tonight. But if you already know that, then you are already accounting for that, so that's good. All right, so
yeah, I like to imagine that Noah, like, seeing this thing, like, grabs the lid off of another box nearby, rolls, jumps up, and, like, hides behind this the box lid, Captain American style, as I go, like, flying. Like, whee!
I'll let you have your box lid.
Yeah, by then, like, I roll down and I lift up the lid, and it's just, like, splintered. It's just, like, the 2 handles on it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
So the stormtroopers, after hearing grenade, they all drop. They knew what to do. This was in their training. So after the grenade explodes, you're all very disoriented. Blondie, this knocked you back into the ship a little bit. However, the button that you did push, the door is now completely open to the ship.
Yay, I helped.
What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna try and get back to my feet, and then lean out and be like, "Come on, we have to go now."
All right. So do you go into the ship? Do you get into the ship?
Heck yeah, jump in the ship.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's do. I'm gonna give you a test of piloting planetary.
Okay.
It is based off of your agility.
Okay, so that's gonna be the 3, and then
It's gonna be two purples.
2 purples.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got an advantage.
Oh yeah.
So,
all right. So
yay.
yep, as you're going through, you've been on enough ships to kind of understand. If you've driven a car long enough, you can hop into any car and kind of drive it, unless it's still stick shift. But this is not a stick shift ship, so we're fine.
Oh, we can't drive it then. No.
I know exactly. This would be the end of the campaign. You all die by forever.
Like, automatic. What the hell?
Clutch! I don't get you.
Oh god.
So you're able to get into the ship. It looks like a standard ship. It looks like it maybe held a family of some sort. There's like kind of little trinkets along the side as you're trying to get. Tell me where you're going on the ship when you get there. When you're going to head to what you think is the cockpit or anywhere else.
I'm going to kind of feel underneath some of the seats as I'm I'm assuming the passenger area.
Yes. Yeah, so if you kind of imagine the Millennium Falcon a little bit, the ship is kind of based off. It's another model of it, but it doesn't look like it. So you do have like a area where there's a small living space and everything, but it's dark right now. The ship is off, so everything is kind of dark. And you know that if you go further, that's probably where the cockpit and the controls are.
Okay, I'm gonna head towards there, and then I guess as I'm going, I want to see if there's like a mini med kit or like a quick thing to repair my wound. Is
there burn ointment? Grenade bandages.
I grabbed the med kit on my way out, but
yeah, you do have one stim. You do have one stim pack because.
Okay, so I can't. Can I use a stim pack as a? I think I count as an action though, but
yeah, you got the stim pack from the last thing. I mean, you can certainly use it whenever you want, but it is a one-time use thing. So whenever you get a chance to use it to somebody, it's gone. So you're gonna continue to look on the ship. Okay, so this does get you out of the fires. This does get you out of the calamity that's happening out there. So back to the top.
Run away while you can.
Quigley, you got knocked to fuck out. All right.
Quiggles.
So
Quiggles, how you doing, buddy?
I want you to give me a cool test because you are bleh. You have just been hit.
1 success, 1 advantage.
I didn't give you a challenge.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you a challenge. It's okay. I'll give you.
He gets to ignore all challenges.
1 purple, 1 black.
Oh shit. Help if I put everything in there. Wash.
Wash. Okay. All right. So it's taking you a couple minutes to kind of reacclimate yourself to the world. However, you do hear Bit's voice in the commotion of all this.
Does she sound distressed?
She does not sound distressed. In fact, she's get up. Get up. Come on. You can get up. Come on. You can get up. You hear her. It's very faint and distant. You can, your ears are ringing. There's pain between them. You can hear it. What do you do?
I guess I'm gonna struggle to my feet, trying to shake it off, and I guess try to stumble towards the voice.
Okay. The voice is behind you, so you're stumbling back. The stormtroopers are beginning to get back up. You can kind of hear this. You can hear their voices. They're saying, call for backup. Now. Call for backup.
All right.
Is there anything else you would like to try and do?
Do I see the ships open? Or am I making my way to the ship now? Is that what
Give me a perception roll.
Negatives?
2 purple.
Ooh.
One success, 1 threat.
Okay. You see the doors open. You see that Bit is already inside, and that's where she is. She's behind you, and she's kind of frantically motioning for you to come. You can start to head over there if you'd like, but you're not going to make it there on this turn. Your feet are a little bit you're quiggly. Your legs are quiggly.
I'm going to try to hobble my way towards the thing, towards the vehicle.
Okay. You can do that. Noah.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
How's it going? What you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just gonna run into the ship.
Okay. All right. So when you get in there, I want you to give me any sort of like piloting planetary. Let's see. We can also do you have anything for teaching? I don't remember what your teaching stuff was.
I teach like middle school, high school. It's yeah.
I was trying to give you like an education role. If you like, if you don't have anything else, do a piloting planetary.
Actually, can I head toward the gunnery? That's what I want.
The gunnery on the ship where you think that the turrets are going to be?
Yeah, the big guns.
Well, give me your planetary roll, and I'm going to let you know if you can kind of indicate where that is.
Like show up in the mess hall.
Exactly. It's not that big. We're thinking of like, same size as the Millennium Falcon, Space Winnebago.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is
2 black, 3 red.
No, absolutely not. 1 purple, 1 black.
2 successes, 2 advantages.
Ooh, look at that. So this ship is not unfamiliar to you. In fact, it belonged to your friend. It belonged to the man who set you on your quest to find his daughter. This is a common ship, so you're able to navigate where you want to go. So you said you wanted to get to one of the turrets?
Yeah.
So you wanted the pew pew pews? Mm-hmm. Okay, you can get there. What are you gonna do?
I put on the little thing, and if there's an intercom, I say, "All right, buckle up, motherfuckers," and I'm just start shooting off, trying to find these stormtroopers.
Yolandi's wondering where the voice came from.
Suddenly, the voice of God rings over. Buckle up, motherfuckers! Buckaroo.
There's no seatbelts in this. I don't think.
All right.
Wait,
so...
I'm not to the front.
All right.
Clicking shit.
It's just like Asteroid, I swear. It's just like that. Why don't you give me a ranged heavy roll?
It's gunnery though, right?
Oh, it's gunnery, yeah.
Yeah. Though it's like the same for me. I don't know why I care.
I'm looking at a sheet. I know what I'm doing.
What's the difficulty?
This is 2 purple die, one red die, 1 black die.
Man,
it's some big guns right now.
I'm
There's
accidentally shoot my friend.
Horrible list of things that could happen. Oh God.
Are we gonna do it the actual game way or just the Noah way?
1 failure, 1 threat.
Okay.
At least you didn't get a despair.
Yes, no. I was expecting to hear like a despair and 5 failures. I'm just like, well, you all die. That's just he just blew you up. No.
I shoot the wrong ship.
So as you're manning this this large laser gun, this is meant for ship to ship combat. This is, and it's standard issue for these for these ships. But you can tell that maybe this wasn't used a lot. Like your friend was cool, but he wasn't like a space battle fighting, kind of guy. This was here for protection and whatnot. So as you're manning this thing up, it begins to, key on. But as you start to fire, the triggers get stuck. And it's just repeatedly firing. Which is very cool because all you need to do is move this, but it's also a little horrifying because as you're realizing this is happening, more and more of this like bay is becoming debris filled and smoke filled and fire, and you're very, very sure that if anybody else had not heard the delay of the communication from the stormtroopers, they are hearing this.
Yeah.
So
I'm just gonna like take off my headset and just
firing repeatedly at the ground.
This is like, okay, I try to like walk away. Like
that person that walked away from the broken Slurpee machine.
Bills out.
Or the clogged toilet at a 7-Eleven. You just like don't want to fix that. I'm out.
All right, so that leaves the stormtroopers. So the stormtroopers who had anticipated the thermal detonator, they were able to get up a little bit more quickly. They of course have helmets, so the sound and all that is a little bit muffled for them. So they're able to regain themselves quickly. However, it's still very smoky. It's very clouded. They're going to open fire on the general area that they believe you guys are, to include the ship where you guys are in, the side of it. They're just going to shoot. They're going to start shooting. They don't know what they're shooting. They're stormtroopers. Pow, 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 pow. So the only person still left outside is Quiggles. Okay, so
quick, jump on the turret.
So 2 of them are going to shoot at you. One of them is still figuring out how his blaster works. He got a little bit too
barrel to face.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to have you do, Noah, is I'm going to have you
Wait, Noah?
Quigley.
Okay.
I'm going to get this
I'm
every
safe.
single time. I'm going to make you have a resilience roll.
See how many laser fire you can take to the chest and the face?
What is resilience based off of?
Brawn.
Oh wow. Negatives?
Your negative is going to be 2 purples, 1 black. Oh, Lord, I'm sorry. God dang.
I got successes. Did you kill me?
Did I kill you? You take 6 damage from one, and then 7 damage from the other. Remember, you have your soak.
Hey.
I really should have bought armor.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
What'd you get on your resilience?
Oh, 2 successes.
And to follow along in case I end up in that situation.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, excellent. So they're opening fire kind of crazily. They're really, not really trying to. They don't see you. They're having issues, detecting you. You're moving quick enough that they are not able to get a good focus on you. So you get hit in the leg. Right leg, going to be about the calf region. And then on the other leg, you'll get skimmed, although pretty bad. It's gonna burn and it's gonna hurt. Both of these hurt. You're hurting. However, you do make it to the open door, where Bit is, ducking behind it and is narrowly dodging laser blasts herself. As you can feel her tiny little hands grab your arms and try and help pull, but of course she's not very big herself. But she gets you in, and as soon as your legs are inside, she's hitting the button to close the door behind you.
All right.
Because Bit knows what she's doing.
Rebel.
Your Rebel Alliance friend is there as well, and he is assisting you. So the troopers are freaking out. Blondie. We kind of skipped around a little bit, but Blondie, what are you doing?
I'm making my way to the cockpit.
Okay, making your way downtown.
We need brains to help with the rest of this. Everyone else can do what they're doing.
Excellent. All right. So you get to the cockpit. It is a 2-seater with another 2 seats behind it, much like the Millennium Falcon, because that is a ship that we all know, so we're all going to use it. So you're able to get into the main pilot seat, and give me a piloting planetary roll.
Okay, piloting.
It's off of agility. Well, I never understood why. I guess I kind of do being quick on everything, but knowing stuff, yeah, whatever.
And then it was piloting, and what was the other one?
Just piloting planetary. There's 2 types of piloting. There's a planetary and a space.
Mm.
When you get into deep space, that's when you'll use the other piloting. But for right now, we're in a hangar bay, and this is just kind of.
It's to help you avoid planets.
Yes.
You're like.
Okay.
Hey, look at that.
Planets that are abound here.
Let me dodge that planet.
Okay, what's the difficulty for this one?
2 purple.
2 purple. And then she said 2 successes. There you go.
Oh, yay. Okay, so you're able to kind of get into the seat and understand, the basic on-off switches of these things and the power-on buttons and everything. You start to flick them, and the ship comes to life. The lights on the comm pad and all on the control all flicker on. The rest of the ship's lights come on as well. You do hear, Blondie, you hear the repeating thud or the repeating sound of the large blaster rifle on the ship. You know it's your ship because as soon as you turn the ship on, you have a screen that is telling you that one of the rifles are firing. And you're getting some warning signs of things are becoming unstable, and it's giving you some things, but you're able to kind of navigate all of this, and you kind of at least understand that it's starting and maybe even how to fly this thing. You're good.
Okay. I forgot that. I want to figure out what the PA system is.
Okay.
And then pull that down and say, whoever started the guns, stop.
It was on when I came on.
Am I able to hobble my way over to the guns? because Quigley knows about them.
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah. So as the door closes behind you, we're kind of out of combat a little bit, because you're no longer being assailed by stormtroopers, but they are very much alerted to you, and they are continuing to fire at the side of your ship. So keep that in mind. What do you said you wanted to go towards where the rifle was firing?
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that, and you meet Noah in the hallway, scampering out of the rifle.
As I walk by, I'm just gonna give him the meanest look I can muster from underneath my fucked up mask right now.
Yeah, something's the matter with the gun. I just came from there, tried to fix it. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just like kind of push past them on my way, bleeding probably everywhere.
Ben will follow you, and very attentively is concerned and looking at you, and she was, stop, you can stop, you're bleeding, please.
Go with the teacher. I have grown-up business to attend to.
You always say that.
As he sits down in the rifle chair, he's gonna just look up at her and be like, "Go, or promises will be broken."
She's gonna kind of give you a little bit of a pouty but dejected face. She knows that she knows what you have to do, and although she wants to stay by your side and not see you get into any more danger or hurt, she understands this and will go back to Noah. Do you do anything else in that gun?
Yeah, I jiggle the trigger to make it stop firing.
Give me a mechanics roll.
All right. Mechanics roll is based off of intellect.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be 2 purple, 1 black.
three threat, 1 success.
Okay, so as you manage to kind of jiggle the trigger a little bit on this large, blaster, you're able to get it to stop. It stops. But as that happens, you see the remnants of this sliding door that has been hit numerous times, or it has been hit during this entire barrage. It slides open, and not 3, not 5, but 7 stormtroopers, a platoon of stormtroopers, come running in, and they have their rifles loaded, and they start firing on your ship. Noah, what you doing?
So I'm gonna run to the cockpit.
Belandi is there, and Bits and your rebel friend will follow.
And I will sit down. Just let me know if you need any help.
I'm busy doing the switches.
Okay, if there's any buttons you need me to press,
And then I'm just gonna stop and then look behind me, like.
I'm like looking around, flipping some toggles.
The Rhodian will step forward and kind of take a seat on the co-pilot's chair and be like, I can assist. I've flown before. I can assist with this.
Oh, good. You can figure out which way we're supposed to go to get out.
I think we need to go that way. And he points to
Okay.
the outside of the. We need to go that way.
Go space direction.
Okay. Just buckle in, and small child, are you still here?
Yes.
Buckle in, please.
That's my small child voice, by the way.
Yeah. And I'm gonna put on the headphones. I'm like, does this communicate outside? Hello, stormtroopers. Are you shooting at us?
They are shooting.
Give him a microphone. Take it away.
Hey,
you don't know if it goes out, but it could. So.
Yeah, I'm like, we're surrendering. Just cease your fire real quick. Like for 5 seconds, cease your fire, please.
Quickly.
I have a child here.
Pushing the intercom thing. Quickly, if you're in the cockpit, fire at will. And then I'm just gonna push forward on the thing.
Okay, all right. Give me a planetary roll once more, and then we're gonna switch over to space. When
definitely turning on the AC.
So to look for the planetary, that's under combat skills, right?
It's a basic skill. It's piloting planetary. You should see one for planetary, one for space. It's off of your agility. So if you don't have, if you have pips in that, you add your yellow die.
Hey, Alex.
Yes.
Can
Oh,
I
okay.
provide her with a blue die by trying to shoot obstacles that are in the way of the ship?
The way the gun is positioned, you're not going to be able to kind of swing around far enough. What you can do, however, is if you'd like, I'll let you take some pop shots at the stormtroopers that are filing in.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And what's
Yes.
the difficulty?
The difficulty is 2 purple, 1 black.
And what would be my difficulty be?
Your difficulty is going to be one red, 1 purple.
All right.
Oh no. Okay. So 2 threats.
Yay!
Okay. Let me actually roll for the Rhodian. He might be able to assist.
This was a good short campaign.
Yeah, no, that's. I don't want to alarm you guys, but I do have if the entire party dies by this point rule in here, so I have prepared for your inevitable. No, I don't.
So
the backup.
I got 4 advantages, 1 triumph, 1 failure.
Ooh, okay. Ooh. And I'm sorry, the Rhodian did not help you. I was trying to put the Rhodian in there for like, yay. No, he didn't help you at all. All right, so what happens?
Pilot?
All right, so Daniel, as you're aiming, as you're trying to get this thing aimed, you have a good amount in your sight. There's a good range here that you think you can just mow them down as you're gonna start doing this. But as you push the trigger, it jams. It doesn't actually click all the way in.
We're getting rid of that fucking gun.
This trigger does seem to be faulty.
It's very sticky.
Your friend wasn't telling you everything.
Yeah, like
you don't want to know where this thing has been.
He played with his gun too much here.
So, as you're aimed, you go to push it, and there's nothing. And they open fire on you. Your ship is actually starting to take a little bit of damage at this point.
Oh,
I'm sorry. What did you get again, Belandi?
I got 2 threats.
Okay, so you're managed to actually get the ship starting to hover. This thing, it takes off. You retract landing gear, and the pulsars turn on, and this thing is starting to move. However, it's not really quite moving in the way that you really were hoping. It's starting to kind of turn its tail out a little bit. It's starting to kind of slide, but you are moving towards the hangar door. And your Rhodian friend is kind of frantically pushing buttons with you. It's like, we need to stabilize it. We need to stabilize it. Here, pull that lever. He's kind of, helping.
And I am backseat driving like a bitch. I'm like, you really should be a little to the left. Like more to the left. More to the left.
He's bloodily fucking over the intercom. What the hell is going on up there?
This ship just sucks. I'm sorry. I'm working with what we have.
All right. So, Quigley, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna try to shoot again.
Okay. As you're beginning to start to kind of, what are you working with the trigger a little bit to try and get it?
Yeah.
Okay, as you're doing that, you get it to work again, and it starts firing, and you're able to kind of start to clear out at least 2 stormtroopers you hit directly, and they drop. Noah, what are you doing through all of this? All this you're up at the front. You're in the cockpit, right?
Yeah, I have my you see him making sure he has his seatbelt on. It's nice and tight, and he probably helps this little one too. He's like, okay, it goes through the rabbit hole, and okay, we click that, we're fine. Tighten it up. Turns on the AC a little bit more. He's feeling a little hot as he's just grabbing the sides of his chair.
Looking like an Apollo astronaut.
I'm like,
pure terror and
just make it quick. Doctor.
Why don't you give me a cool test, Noah? I want you to try and keep yourself together. This is a lot that's happening.
I'm okay with flipping the. I'm like, oh, God. What's the difficulty?
1 purple, 1 black.
Oh, God. One failure.
So, as you're trying to do all the calming methods that were bestowed upon you when you're getting your teaching degree, or filling out a form in the back alleyway of some place to get a fake degree, who knows? Whatever.
That's more like it.
I'm not gonna make up your background.
Yeah,
but,
they're like,
however,
why are you faking a high school like teaching degree?
That's what I wanted to do,
Yeah,
man.
don't judge me.
I just imagine you as a dude. Like, I just imagine you as a dude from the Big Lebowski. It's just like, I don't know.
I don't
It's
know,
like
man.
your problem, man.
Yeah.
Today's Tuesday. Let's be a teacher.
Yeah.
So,
Like, your opinion, man.
Yeah.
exactly. I'll run a Big Lebowski campaign for all of you. All right. So as you're trying to keep your cool, you're not. You're sweating through your clothes. You're very nervous that this is not going well.
Yeah, I'll start kicking like the front seat that Belindy is in. Like, fucking go, fucking go, just go. I
I
can't.
was gonna say, this is your friendship. You should be patient.
Just go. Holy fucking go. And I'm like shaking her seat.
I'm trying.
Go, damn it. You're not going.
You're not helping either.
Just fucking go.
It is looking over at you like, what in the hell? Like, what in the hell are you doing?
Just fucking go.
Bit has seen her share of, of things, and she is remaining remarkably cool.
More of an adult than you are.
I haven't been in space in like 6 years. Just fucking go.
Keep pushing buttons and trying to figure out how to stable ourselves and speed this up a little.
Okay, excellent. I want you to make another piloting roll. This time it's going to be, you're going to add a blue die for your Rhodian friend who is trying his damnedest to assist as well, and he will be rolling as well. It's going to be you got it off the ground, so I'm going to give you that. 1 purple, 1 black. That was the hardest thing, right? Taking off and landing, that's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Flying's no problem. Said no pilot ever.
Cool. We've got 4 successes and 1 advantage.
Ooh, okay. So
Moving right along.
Okay, so you do. Whether it is Noah's kicking the seat, I'm going to say that he was kicking the rebel friend seat because Bit is behind Belandi, so she's not kicking.
Okay, so I am not shaking.
No, you're not shaking, but the poor Rhodian is, and that is very much distressing him. Please, will you stop? Please, will you stop? I'm trying to help.
Fucking let us go, man. just
You
go.
gotta hop from seat to seat.
All right, so you manage to get control of the ship, and you're able to get out of the hangar bay, and just in the nick of time, because as Quigley is seeing, they are continuing to fire. There is a little the ship diagnostic screen is flashing red for where they've been firing on the backside of the ship. They're hitting your backside, so you're seeing that it's taking damage, and as you're peeling off away from the hangar bay and away from at least a little bit from the space station itself, you see even more stormtroopers piling in. So you have left just in the nick of time. Now,
Thank you. I hope you're okay back there.
Hey, you just hear like blah.
All right,
Like,
so
all
No
over.
attention to all after we've set in a smooth altitude.
Oh god.
all right, so as you get out into open space, you give me everybody can see at least out the door, or at least out a window, out the main, kind of windows. Give me perception checks, because there's stuff that's happening out here.
Is
It is a
it
busy
good
time.
things?
Sure.
We like see
yeah.
balloons
Any negative?
floating.
1 purple, 1 black. Nothing is really being concealed right now, but we'll see if you get everything.
Oh
Whoa.
god, 2 success, 2 threats. I forgot to stop shooting.
Do you want to? You're still firing?
Yeah, just on instinct as they're leaving.
All right.
Like,
1
checking shit
success,
out.
1 threat.
Okay.
I got 3 successes, 2 threats.
Okay. All of you are able to see the opera that is happening in front of you. So we see Tig, the space station. Around it, there's floating quite very closely 1 Imperial Star Destroyer, which is an unusual sight to see out in this area, in this remote area of the galaxy. It is a complete S-class Imperial Star Destroyer. This is something that you would see closer to the inner rim. This is a big, scary Imperial ship. You also notice what looks to be quite numerous amount of TIE fighters, which will be excellent because you're continuously firing into space. So there's no possibility at all that they will not see you. That's excellent.
Isaac
However,
Newton is not your friend.
if anybody can do a really good TIE fighter scream, I would appreciate it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, do it. That's it. That's all you need to do with TIE fighter scream. Yay!
Yeah,
I want
did
that
it.
sound as like a button for P for T. It's like the TIE fighter, Mitchell.
Oh, that was spot on.
Yeah, it's a defunct TIE fighter. Like, you guys should really check your engine. Sounds like someone's screaming there.
There's a cat in there.
Yeah.
Lola, what'd you do in there? My cat's name is Lola. All right, so aside from that, you see something very, very interesting. Close to the Star Destroyer, still forward, like looking at Tig, is another destroyer. However, this does not quite appear to be an Imperial Star Destroyer. This is a little different. The ship is a little bit smaller than an average Star Destroyer, and most kind of noticeably, the hull and the metal that makes up this ship is darker. It's not completely black. Obviously, it's like a brushed aluminum, a darker shade of metal. It is also designed a little bit differently. It's a little bit sharper. It's a little bit more clean edged. It looks more as if an artist could try to construct a Star Destroyer for his own personal use. It's definitely different. And Blondie, you notice this because you got a lot of successes. Whereas you would see the normal Imperial logo of the the circle logo of the Imperials, where you would see that, or the numbers of the Star Destroyer, like where you would normally see that on this other ship, you do not see it. You do not see any Imperial sign. You do not see anything indicating that this is also with the Empire. So, what do you all do?
I'm gonna send out a SOS communicado.
Okay.
Flipping. Hailing all frequencies, this is a school teacher. I'm in danger here on... What ship is this?
Are we safe enough to be doing that?
I mean...
Can we roll to have Bits back him?
Oh, no.
See if she's smart enough to stop that.
I don't think we're stealthy. Our guns firing off.
We're wanted felons. Why are you broadcasting everywhere?
I don't know. Maybe someone will help out a school teacher. We have a union.
Bit, hit him.
I'm like,
Bit is safely secure in her little her seat, and with she's like, I can't get my
There's a stick right next to your leg. It's right there.
I'm like,
she'll try and kick over to where Noah is. I can't.
I'll kick her back. I'm like, I'm your teacher.
All those years.
I just switch that shuts off his little broadcast. We can't determine if it's safe yet to do that.
I would stop
Rebel friends, we haven't asked what your name was.
The rebel friend is equally trying to assist you in getting the comms turned off. No, not yet, not yet. There's too much out there. They're listening to all the frequencies. Oh, Red.
What
My
if
name's
we
Red.
just say, hey, we have a rebel
No.
agent in our ship. We'll give him up to you for like, I don't know.
Red, I do apologize for this, whatever this is over there. But
Maybe some teacher's comp,
name,
I had just
name
got
is
done.
Belandi, and
Blondie.
I was the one that surgically helped you earlier. Though
I do remember that as he looks at his arm and it's like, God.
I'm sorry, it's a pet peeve of mine. I can't leave wounds open. Speaking of wounds, I'm just gonna start digging into mine and like preparing myself while I'm talking to him. So by the way, I know that you don't normally travel this far out though, but where's your nearest base that you think we can get to?
He is he's still trying to, assist with piloting and everything. And he just shakes his head. I was supposed to meet Caleb on the space station. I thought that your other friend was him, but I guess he's obviously not. I don't know where they went. I don't know if they're still on the space station or what's happening. We just have to get far away from here. We have to get far away from the Empire. That's all I know.
Now, to be clear, Mr. Rebel Sir, you're not like conscripting us to your cause, because I hear you rebels do this all the time, like gather these people who are just trying to live their lives, doing their own thing, and then they get wrapped up in your rebellion, and then they're rebels.
No, I'm not. He'll kind of turn around and look at you and go, you don't understand, do you? You don't know what's at stake, do you?
I know that I just got done paying off that classroom.
He just kind of shakes his head and he's like, no, I'm not trying to convert you. I'm not trying to do anything. As soon as I can get safely to the Rebel Alliance, I will leave and you will never have to see me again. None of you will. We have to. You don't understand the urgency. And at that point, Quigley, pew, 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 pew. Are you still back at the gunner? You're going to be very glad that repeating rifle is continuously repeating, because 2 TIE fighters pull off from what you see is another factor over there and streamline to you. They are headed towards you. What do you do?
I'm going to start shooting at them and tell them jump to light now. Don't put in coordinates, just jump to light now.
Well, that's pretty dangerous, not to put in coordinates. What is
Belandi, you start to there's a screen on the dashboard and it starts to blink and you see the images, like the cute little 1970s pixel green image of 2 TIE fighters coming in behind you. I love that in Star Wars. It's like, 1970s, let's play Asteroid.
Yeah, how does this help me shoot?
It does. It does. The Atari game told you.
It takes up the whole screen. Hey, what am I aiming at?
Years of playing Pong. I got this. Let's go.
And your rebel friend will be like, 2 TIE fighters coming in. Quickly, comma space. I'm going to guess that you're going to try and aim your rifle or the blaster at them, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Han Solo, let's do this. Make some gunnery rolls.
All right.
Can we assist in any way?
You can, yes, absolutely. So since you are piloting, you can help by kind of, as they get closer, you realize that you're going to have to probably do some tricky maneuvers maybe to, get them off your tail and maybe give Quigley a good shot at things. So as Quigley's doing his gunnery roll, did I tell you No, I haven't yet.
Nope.
No, okay.
Nope.
We're going to do 1 red, 1 purple, 1 black for Quigley. And then for Belandi, this is going to be the same roll, minus the black. You're getting a blue instead because you're getting assistance from.
Okay, so that's 1 purple, 1 blue, 1 red?
Mm-hmm. The blue, okay. Yeah.
And then I'm using my piloting, which is like 3.
You're going to use space piloting at this point. I don't know. There probably is no difference for you, but there's you're going to use piloting space now and not planetary.
Okay, so piloting. Yeah, it's the same.
Okay, yeah, mostly is unless you're a pilot.
There we go. 7 advantages, 4 failures.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
I don't know how that's possible with only 5 to 6 times. But okay.
So y'all ready for this one?
No, but yes, at the same time.
4 successes.
Ooh.
3 advantage.
Yes.
1 despair.
Oh, okay. This is great. Okay, so as you Quigley, who's in the back, you see these TIE fighters coming in, and luckily because you can see them from afar, you can actually kind of get this humongous gun around and start to just unload on them. As they're getting closer, it's becoming easier to try and hit them, but they are indeed Imperial pilots. They have been trained, so they are doing their own maneuvers to try and swerve away from the laser, and you're counteracting that by adjusting it as necessary. As it comes shrieking in right over you, you do clip one, and you can see that it falters a little bit. It's sparking a little bit, but it has not been destroyed. The other one is okay. But as they scream over you, the ship, one of the TIE fighter that was not hit managed
Here, I got it.
Thank you. I want that on a button. I need that just like on a button.
We can make that. I'm gonna clip it.
Do it, clip it. Make that a P for T Patreon thing. Do you want Mitchell's Star Wars sound? I want you to do like all the Star Wars sounds.
Coming soon, a SoundCloud for you.
You two can wake up to Penny for a Tail TIE Fighter sounds.
I want your Chewbacca. I want a Wookiee sound. That's also the face I want on this album cover, is when you do that. Okay, back to us. Okay, so as the TIE fighters are shrieking over, they manage to pop up a shot onto the top of your ship, around the hull. So the entire ship kind of shakes, and it's like you hit something almost. It's an impact. Because of this, Quigley, the gun, you kind of lose it a little bit. It kind of swerves, and then you got to kind of work to get it back. And at this point, the trigger goes back off. It goes back off. So you don't know until you try it again. You're not going to be able to see if it'll get stuck again or what's going on with that. So
you should never fix that.
A string of curses in every language he knows.
All right. So Noah, what are you doing through all of this?
I mean, he's probably just closing his eyes.
If you would like, I'm gonna do another cool test. Do a cool test.
I'm so cool right now.
Since you failed your other cool test, I'm gonna bump this up. It's gonna be 2 purple, 1 black. You're trying to regain some sense of what you're doing.
Just gonna start murdering people on the ship.
Oh no.
1 advantage.
Yay!
Yay.
All right. So if you think that this ship probably has another gun somewhere, these ships usually come with 2 guns, especially out here in this region.
I'm like, click. I throw the headset off and I start taking off down the hallway.
Never mind, just go help.
Your Rhodian friend is like, at least he's out of the cockpit.
At least I need to figure out where this jump.
He's about to put his hand on a gun.
In your your Rhodian friend will alert you that they're coming back. They're circling around. They're going to do another round, another shot.
Another round, guys. Prepare.
All right, so Belandi, give me some more piloting, and
okay. And then what's the difficulty?
it's going to be this one's going to be a little bit difficult. They're heading directly at you. You know, they got you in your sight. They swung around. It's going to be a red, a purple, and a black. But you get, I'm sorry, you don't get a black, you get a blue. Your Rhodian friend is helping you.
Okay. So that's a red, purple, blue.
Yep.
All right. 1 success.
Yay! All right. So as they're streaking to you, their blasters going, the red, you know, green, pew 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 pew. Look at me, I'm this Star Wars bad. The green light, pew 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 pew. You're able to very accurately swerve and kind of, you know, judge where it's coming, and you're able to at least, you know, or move around most of them. You do get hit again. Hold on, I gotta actually look at what your ship is. Your ship actually does have some
a little pilot thing. Something to hold.
Yes, you actually do have a threshold. And I have to do some math. All right, so where are they? Wait, no, there, you guys are fine. All right, so the indicator on your dashboard lights up. They've hit your hyperdrive.
Oh, that's what we need.
It's not completely non-functional. It is just now leaking fluent at an alarming rate.
Is this a now or never situation?
Well, what would you like to do with that? Would you like to start to try and boot up hyper jump, or would you go to light speed, or what would you want to do?
I'm gonna attempt to go to light speed.
Okay, make a mechanics roll.
Okay, mechanics, and that was under that guy.
It's an int. Yeah, it goes off of your int.
And what's the challenge?
2 purple, 1 black. Actually, yeah, do two purple, 1 black. You're keeping the black because it has been hit, and it might be wonky.
Okay, and then do I still get the blue?
Yeah. Keep your blue. Rhodian's still helping. He'll still be like, he'll look over the screen and they've hit it. Can you bypass it?
I'm gonna try. 1 success, 1 threat.
Okay. Yes, you are able to establish that you can start to prime this thing, and you do. You start to prime your jump. The thing is, you're gonna have to make an astrogation roll, your next one, to plan where you're gonna jump. You can't blindly jump into light speed, because if you do, you could end up in somebody's house.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start thinking real hard about what was the last place we stopped at before we got there.
All right, so
just make sure it's not with sand. I hate it.
I can't guarantee that.
Oh no, you don't want to end up in Denny's.
I mean, it'd be nice to end up in Cloud City, but that's expensive.
Man, that Calrissian guy, yeah, he's a player. I love Lando. Real talk. Okay, so as the TIE fighters, you know, are screaming over you, pew, Quigley, you get a chance again. They're coming right over you. You get you're catching them at their backside, so you're able to open fire once again, or try to, since the gun is now off.
All right, and difficulties?
The difficulty will be ooh. 1 red, 1 purple, 1 black. I will drop the black. I will drop the black and give you a blue, because Belandi's piloting is actually assisting you in this. So
cool.
Yeah, look at that.
Go Belande.
5 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay, so as they're you know, you've managed to really pinpoint them. You've got the tracking computer in front of you, and it locks on, and you hear that wonderfully iconic as you know that this next shot is going to hit, and it does. Luckily, the trigger does not jam, because if you had crit fail, there was going to be something really bad. But you're fine.
Just wait for me. I got this.
Yes, we're waiting for you. So as you pull the trigger on this, the blaster comes back to life and begins firing, and the TIE fighter that you hit on the way over, you managed to nail it. It was a little bit slower than the other one, so you were able to get a good target on it out of the space. The other one is circling around again. Noah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So I run in and hop into the other cockpit, and I'm like, all right, I got it. And I'm like, this is a school teacher firing off. And I just start pressing down on that hot button.
All right, give me a gunnery roll. One red, one purple, and one blue, because Belandi is helping you with her awesome piloting.
Yay, Balande.
What'd you do?
Yeah. One. I mean, it's one failure, one advantage. Do I win?
You blow up.
That makes sense. That's tracking.
No. Okay. So you said you had one failure. What was it?
One failure, one advantage.
Okay. All right. So as you prepare to fire on this other, you saw Quigley shot, and you see the TIE fighter explode, and so there's only one left. As you go to aim for it, you think you have it in your sight. The locking computer. Beep, 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 beep. You press it. Nothing happens.
Hey, is this thing on?
Nothing happens.
This is a school teacher reporting a malfunctioning gun.
Keep trying, Noah.
I'm pressing buttons.
As you continue to press buttons, you notice that this, if you think of the Millennium Falcon, you see, the gunning seats. That little area is starting to fill up with maybe smoke. You can't tell. You hear some crackling and sizzling behind you, like maybe in the wall, or maybe like in the the control compartments of where this gun is routed to.
Yeah, I say oops, and I just throw the thing down.
The slushy machine again. All right. So, So as this TIE fighter is swinging back around, it is tamed up by two other TIE fighters. That makes 3 TIE fighters right now, and they are quickly moving back and circling around you. Your comms, your communications are starting to break through with communication. What sounds to be an Imperial channel. Ship number 1753. Write that down. Stop your attempt of fleeing. This is the Imperial Navy. You are no longer authorized off of this space station in this sector.
Red?
Don't listen to them. Just jump.
Yes. Red has heard Quigley and is nodding very much like, yes, just keep going. Let's keep priming this.
I'm like, no, I'm not strapped in. Hold on.
I think so. Let's jump.
No, God damn it.
Before you're able to do that, Belandi, make an astrogation roll. This is actually going to start determining where you're gonna go.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
It is going to be this is a very dangerous roll, so it's going to be a 1 red.
Just gonna have my milk and cookies.
1 purple, 1 black. You're going to keep the black for this one because the Rhodian can only assist so much. He can only kind of guide your hand or kind of give you some indication.
Okay.
It's hard. Astrogation is hard. It's math.
Cool. We've got 1 success and 1 advantage.
Ooh, excellent. Cool. That could have gone a lot worse.
Oh, yeah.
Could have ended up in a
for
house.
the bad rolls to come in already.
No, so this actually, the whole going into hyperspace is a process. It's much like, taking off, or much like, doing anything that requires a charge and then, kind of figuring out where you're going to go. So right now you're charging your lasers. You're charging your hyperdrive. What's left of it?
Charging up my laser.
Yeah, exactly. Charging it up. So that is what you're doing, and you have succeeded in calculating a radius kind of where you think you can jump to safely. So as the TIE fighters are approaching, they are opening fire on you now I gotta do some math myself. Okay, all right, let's do some
I
stuff.
forgot what's our shield limit on the?
So you have 18 strain threshold, shield strain threshold, and then 25 approximately hit points for your ship. The ships all have hit points, and it's called HT. But we have used some of that. I'm not going to say how much because you don't quite know. It's good. The computers are showing that maybe you have about 50% energy.
How much damage did I contribute by breaking the gunny?
3. You've contributed to 3 points of damage on the ship already.
That makes sense.
That's not including the thermal detonator.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be in any seat. I don't know.
No, you're fine. We need you.
Trial and error.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me
I'll like run over to Quigley. Move over, I got this.
Is one like we have 2 guns? Move over person who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, it's like when you're trying to share that one like Terminator game at the Dave and Buster's. One of us has one side of the shooter, you have the other, and we'll just like
Yeah, it's totally 2-player.
share the seat.
Daniel knows that if we ever go to Dave and Buster's, he's just to leave me at that. Like, I will just repeatedly play that stupid Star Wars game like over and over again. When I am rich, I will have one in my house. Okay, anyway. So, as the TIE fighters are closing in, they start to open fire. And these guys are not the other guys because they actually succeeded quite a bit. So the ship begins to take damage. You're all getting rocked around. You're getting rocketed and rolleted. Everybody make a cool test. This is looking a little rough. You are down. I don't want to say how much you're down, but you're down past the halfway point for the ship's damage. You see this on the communication on the screens that things are going in red. Your shields are letting down. Maybe one of your landing gears have blown off.
Oh.
What's the difficulty?
Do we have any difficulty?
Yes. I want you to make 2 purple. Just 2 purple, no blacks.
And then we got a blue die, right?
If you have a blue die through any sort of talent, yes. But as for the Rhodian assisting you for this, no, you're not going to get a blue die.
Oh.
Yeah, mine's a wash.
Okay.
Do I have any talents? What is my talent?
I got a wash too.
You got a wash? Okay.
Oh, I don't have any talent. Okay.
We can look at that later too. I can look at the character sheet.
Yeah, I think I'm just kind of breezing right through it. Here you go. Oh my goodness, 1 failure.
All right, Blondie, you are this is getting intense. You're the one that can actually see all of the diagrams and everything. You're seeing everything start to turn to red and start to blink and start to get angry. And you know that this is not looking good for you. The hyperdrive is still trying desperately to power up enough to jump. But then something happens. It's first Red that notices, your Rhodian Rebel Alliance friend. He stops what he's doing and just goes, look, everyone. No, I don't need you to make perception because you all can see this. You're all in front of me, or you're. Where are you, Noah?
I'm going back to my seat.
You're going back to the seat. Okay, you can go back to your seat. Just in time to see. 6 X-wings drop out of hyperspace.
Oh, good.
Oh fuck! Open fire.
I'm sorry. So 6. Let me get 6 X-wings and 4 Y-wings drop out of hyperspace. The communication and radio signal start to pick up in your ship, and you're hearing frantic messaging. You're hearing frantic clamor from the Empire, the Imperials. You hear the radio communication and static of maybe another coded wavelength in there, probably from the X-wings. You can all kind of gather the bits and pieces that are going through of what's happening. The 3 TIE fighters that were rounding again to you, one of them unfortunate bastard. The middle one gets shot at by a very quickly approaching X-wing as it is blown up and takes out the other TIE fighter to its right. The X-wing peels back off and is heading back towards the space station. At this point, the Star Destroyer and as well as the other ship are starting to move. They are moving apart like this. The other ship, not the Imperial Star Destroyer, the more interesting looking ship is peeling off towards the right away from the space station, and the Empire starfighter is going towards Star Destroyer, is going towards kind of your direction, kind of heading towards you. Unintentionally, who knows? But what you're seeing here is a siege. What you're seeing is the Rebel Alliance, for some reason, dropping out of hyperspace to fight the Empire right now. This is unusual, and even Red is looking at this and is just shaking his head and going, "I there's no reason. I don't understand. I don't understand why the Rebel Alliance is out this far. This is we have to go. We just
you look like cannon fodder. I don't know why they're here either."
What do you all do?
I tell Noah to shut up, and then I go back to trying the jump drive again.
Okay, the jump drive. Give me one last piloting space move.
Pew pew.
Oh, okay.
All right. So.
And what's the difficulty?
It's gonna be one red, one purple, one blue. Let me give you a blue.
Cool. 3 successes, 1 advantage.
Yay! Alrighty. So this will the hyperdrive is almost there. All right. So at this point, the hyperdrive is it's flickering. You can tell that it's about ready to go, and I'll let you know when you can push it. The Star Destroyer that is moving closer to the Empire one, it's taking hits. It's taking hits from the Y-wings. The TIE fighters that were assailing you have lost interest in you. They are all concentrating their fire now on the X-wings that are circling around them and taking them out. There's communication chatter, but nothing towards you. The Rhodian is trying desperately to flick through the communications to try and get, some sort. He's trying to give out a signal like X5912, or can you hear me? Like anything to try and get some, but it's just too much commotion. There's too much commotion in this area. At this point, a smaller and black. Similar style to a one-man starfighter that you would see flanks your ship. This ship is kind of like what you would see as a Sith Sith interceptor. There we go. I couldn't think of the word. Sith interceptor, but more for aesthetics. It's not a Sith interceptor, but that's what it looks like. It is black. It is very much in similar and style to the other Star Destroyer that you saw. This ship somehow, very sneakily, flanks you and is right next to you.
Hey, press that button. Press the fucking button.
The button?
I don't know. Is there a button for hyperdrive?
It's warming up, I think.
Hit the pedal.
Your hailing frequency, very Star Trek of me. You can tell that the ship is trying to communicate with you. Do you open up?
Yeah, let's do this.
I mean, we've listened to all the other messages. Why not?
This is a school teacher. Hello?
A very cool, calm male voice responds to you. Seems to be quite a mess you've gotten yourself into.
Yeah, we took some hits, but we're just passing through.
You can stop all this. You can stop everything that you're seeing right now.
Is it by throwing this rebel person out the space lock thing?
Noah, listen to the compromise.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. I'm nervous.
You're a funny one. I'm going to enjoy this.
Wait, what? No one has ever said that and good things have followed.
We were only looking for one individual, and I think I found him.
Okay.
Perhaps you and your... There's a long, dramatic pause here. Six crew passengers on your ship? Perhaps your 6 crew members will care to join me back on my ship. No Imperial entanglements necessary.
I'm like, hey guys, I'm cool with this. You guys want to hop over and just see what he has to say?
Moment, and then I'll press the mute button.
What? It's like
Quigley, is there another passenger on this ship with us?
6? Not that I know of.
Huh? No, it's us. It's me, Melindy, Quigley, little girl, Rebel. Wait, what?
He said 6.
Yeah. Okay, let's. I go back. Hello. We only count 5.
At this point, Belandi, that hyperdrive button goes on. At this point, you can press that button and be gone out of all of this.
Quigley is going to come over the speakers and tell him, you can go fuck yourself.
And then I push the button.
Okay.
Quigley, be specific. Who's fucking themselves?
We're at light speed. Sit back.
Ah! The whole time. Ah!
This is a very cinematic exit. as you hear maybe the brief audible sound of him laughing again, it's gone as the screen turns to the stars coming at you, and you're going into light speed. You have jumped. You are now in light speed, and at this point in Star Wars history, they can't follow you. You have jumped. You have jumped to light speed. The astrogation that you were able to kind of give lands you about, well, if you have the map, it's about 2 spaces away from where you are. But you're traveling there. You are out of combat. You are out of immediate danger, except for the unsettling shaking and clamoring of your ship as it's trying to withhold its integrity through light speed. You're out of it. You're out of it.
So I'm going to get up and start looking for a 6th person.
Yeah, I'm like straight up. Belandi, are you pregnant?
I'm going to smack him.
Okay.
I allow it. As a GM, I allow it.
That's fair. I just wanted to figure out if maybe that was a 6th person.
So who's anybody looking? Is anybody looking?
Yeah, I'll get up too.
I'm gonna ask Red again. Like, are you sure that we're the only ones on this ship?
I know as much as you do. I don't know anything about this ship. I've never...
You know what? I bet it's the daughter. I bet she came here because it's something known. And I'll call out her name.
Yeah.
What was it again? Jen?
Jen.
Jen! It's school teacher Noah. You come out now.
All right, so the people who are looking, I want you to give me a perception check. 2 purple, no black.
2 purple, 1 black.
No, 2 purple, no black.
Oh. I just like to make it hard.
I got a success.
Yay!
Ooh, 5 successes, 1 advantage.
Ooh, look at you. Okay, where are you guys looking?
The cargo bay?
The
Okay.
place where we sleep and play Star Wars chess.
The claymation Star Wars chess.
Check out the blue milk in the fridge.
It does. Okay, so there is blue milk in the fridge. No, there isn't. There is no chess game here. That was this ship does not come with that. That was a deluxe arcade that was added later. No, it's more. This looks to be more like a family sitting room area. The what you would think of like as the main like kind of gathering area. Definitely looks like there were meals prepared here and meals served here, and that this was more less of a bachelor pad, more of a family pad. So as you're looking, Noah, you're looking kind of looking under some seats, like looking under some cushions. You're knocking on overhang stuff, and as you're kind of looking, you notice that one of the overhead compartments is ajar. What do you do?
I poke my head up in there. Hello?
um, I really wanted to do something, but I'm not going to.
You should totally do it. You should, whatever it is on your mind, you should just do it.
I'm not.
As a lightsaber is ignited into my face.
No. You are able to peek inside, and you do see a small human girl, the same one that you have taught in previous year, curled up kind of near the back end of this thing. But as she sees you, Mr. Noah?
Yeah, really, Noah is my out of classroom, but let's just consider this a classroom. It's Mr. Heldsha. But nonetheless, why don't you come on? It's safe, I promise. We are out of danger in the meantime.
Is my dad there? I want to see my dad.
We are going to see your dad, I promise, again, but he is not here presently. But why don't you just come down? We'll get you.
Hey Noah, did you find anything?
Yeah,
Been a while.
Yeah, there's Jen's up here.
Oh, you found her. Good. Bring her down for medical assessment.
Okay, don't say that. That's weird.
Bring her in for medical.
Okay,
recovery.
I'm just gonna bring her down for nothing. Just because it's nicer air quality, I think, in the ship, and then instead of whatever you're in.
Also, Quigley. Quigley, are you injured?
No one's injured.
He is. Bit will immediately, as soon as Belandi asks, like over the comm, if Quigley, she just begins to. Yes, he's injured. He needs help.
Okay, meet you in the brig.
Yeah, I'm like, Jen, come on, let's. I'll help you get down, and maybe we can go over some multiplication tables. I do have a couple of markers still in my pocket, so maybe.
Do?
Yeah, I do. I'm a teacher. I just have stuff all over the place. All these pockets are just filled with stuff.
You have a bloody stylus where you tried to jab it into a stormtrooper's
Yeah, I'm
neck.
like, just wipe that off.
With a little coaxing, Jen will kind of crawl out of her hiding space and be helped down. She's about the same size as Bit. She's about, I forget actually how Bit old, but like about 8-9 years old. She's a little small. You can tell she's has seen some stuff as well. This is a hard galaxy to grow up in.
Yeah.
But she calms down and is kind of looking around. I came down here after the lights went out. I didn't know where else to go, and my dad said that if anything got really, really bad, that we would leave. And I thought that he was going to come and help leave.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll see him again. We just had to make sure that you were safe. But you know what? We're gonna go back right for your dad as soon as possible. Okay, champ?
Yeah. You think he's gonna be okay?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think you'll be hugging him soon.
Do you promise?
Yep. Yeah. Pinky promise.
She'll raise her pinky and curl it around yours.
All right, cool. Now, let's talk, because you have been struggling with kind of like the multiplication and the stuff like that. So we should, with this spare time that we have now, let's really hunker down and get that straight, okay?
You're the parent who's homeschooling on quarantine. No.
I'm like, Bit, we're having school, so I know you're lacking in education, so let's get over here.
Bit is not listening to you. Bit is not listening to you at all. She's getting the buckles off, and she's trying to pull Blondie, and she's running ahead of her to get to where Quigley is, and she'll meet up with Quigley and immediately embrace him in a hug and pull at him and be like, "Come on, you're injured. You need help."
So I did a roll to see if Quigley would have passed out after all the endorphins wore off. Yeah, I failed. So he's knocked out.
Okay. So Quigley, who has sustained a lot of damage, this was a very Quigley heavy damaging game. He has passed out on the blaster, the seat where the blaster is of the gun. And as soon as Bit kind of turns the corner and sees him there, she's like, "Oh, he fainted! Help! 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 Help!" And she's gonna kind of rush back.
I'm gonna help get Quigley out of the chair and lay him out and try and figure out where the wound is.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You can do that. You have ample table space, and you can start to try and assess him. You have time to do that right now, so I'll let you continue to do that. The Rhodian will come out of the cockpit and will kind of slump down in one of the chairs and just kind of put his head in his hands and just sigh and go, I don't understand any of this. I don't understand why this was worth it. You still have that chip, right? Please say you do.
Oh, the chip, right. Noah.
Huh?
Your teaching tool, please. The thing where your stylus goes.
Your data pad, man. Your data
pad.
Yeah, but like it doesn't have much memory on it, so just be careful.
That's fine. I take it and break it in half. And then take out the data chip we hid in there earlier. And then give him back the broken.
This is like a full salary. Like, it's a month.
Oh, please. No one needs math right now. Anyway.
What do you mean no one needs math right now?
Bit dear, here's the data chip. Can you
I need math.
Red
She needs math. Jen, don't listen to her. You're not going to be like that, all right? That's why she's in the cockpit, and that's why they're all, like, up, you know? Like, you see me? I'm not hurt.
Just ignoring. I'm still working on...
They're hurt because they don't do math.
I'm talking.
Jen
Red, what's with the chip?
Jen will look at between, both adults kind of, being that kid in the middle of, two adults arguing, and will eventually kind of move his or her way over to the Rhodian to extend it. And the Rhodian nods and will take the chip and just look at it and turn it over in his hands a little bit and just... We were sent, so I guess I don't know where to even begin. I've been with the Rebel Alliance my entire it almost feels like my entire life. We were sent out. There's been activity past the Outer Rim. We don't know what. We thought it was just the Empire doing tests of some sort. We were just trying to get information on what they were doing, if they had any new weapons. After the Death Star, we just can't take another heavy hit like that. And with the main faction of the Rebel Alliance being chased across this galaxy by them, we were a small contingent. There were 4 of us, 5 if you're counting a pilot, but we were to get onto the Empire's destroyer out there and to steal, raise the data chip, the information. But when we got out there, it wasn't like what we expected. The Star Destroyer was destroyed. There was nothing there. It was just the remnants of something, the remnants of the Star Destroyer. We don't know what attacked it. It looked like almost like another destroyer had hit it. Okay,
hold on. Jen, dear, why don't you stay here? Continue doing this stuff. I'll be back to check it over. Mr. Rebel Man and Blondie, let's talk over a way in that direction. Finish this conversation over there, okay?
It is looking
suturing.
Bit looks kind of angry. She's like, I know what's going on. You don't have to sugarcoat anything.
Oh, I'm not protecting you. I'm protecting Jen. You're not my student. But if you'd like to, we could talk. But I mean, honestly, you should probably stay here too. But I can't control you, so let's go over here.
The Jen will she'll just kind of shake her and say, no, I can go. I have a room. I can go to my room. I'll go to my room. And
Okay.
so she'll kind of
take your homework though, because I will be checking that over in about an hour.
she'll nod and take whatever you have given her, whether it's a ditto, like whether it's a piece of paper.
It's a piece of paper. I keep homework folded up in my back pocket. Just in case.
You would.
I admire your dedication to your work, sir, but now is not math time. So...
I'm just saying, let's maybe not in front of the kid, right? Let's not scare her with stories of the Outer Rim and the rebels and the Empire and...
They're at that age where they should know what's going on.
No, they shouldn't. Also, it's very complicated.
Plus, they're dating, right? Like, they're... Don't children date at 9, 10?
No, what? No. What? I mean, that is a choice between the parents and the children, but normally, like, you really need to grow up and get to a mental maturity to be able to handle these things in a very serious manner. Regardless, now that she's back in her room, we can continue our conversation, Mr. Rebel, about your sad, sorry mission.
Jen is kind of just slowly backing away toward...
Jen, just go, okay? An hour. I'm timing it. All right?
She'll nod and just kind of quickly...
You got like 50
off.
problems on that. So
Can we see if there's like a droid or anything on the ship?
You can certainly check. Quigley, you're getting little bits and pieces of this. You are in a acid dream world of being unconscious. The Rhodian will nod and just kind of be like, I'm sorry. I just, this is my life. This is what I talk about. I'm not, it's been a long time since I've been around kids. We were out there, I don't know, less than a cycle. And at this point, he'll just kind of stop. He's just, I don't know. We'll have to get this. We need to get this to the Rebel Alliance, whatever it is.
was it worth it?
Did you push the thing down, flip, and reverse it?
Damn it, Daniel! The Rhodian will shrug and kind of look at you and go, I don't know.
I'm gonna clock him right in the face.
Okay, you can.
And then as he does that, I clock him.
Okay, I allow it.
We're trying to get answers, not
Well, what's the difficulty? Because yeah, I'm clocking him.
He's not expecting it. He's sad. He's tired. It's one purple. Just
cool.
He fails.
4 successes.
Okay. You clock him, and it looks like that. You know, you stop him from whatever he's doing. What the hell?
I'm like, answer again. Was it worth it? Because I just had to lie to a little girl about her father, and that's my friend too. So it better goddamn be worth it. Because this is all on you.
You have no idea.
No, I don't give a fuck. Was it worth it?
I don't give a fuck about you either, man. Let's just get to our plan. Let's just get to wherever we're gonna go. We'll split ways.
One of us has a fist. The other one's a little...
Try and leave. He's gonna try and leave.
So I found the droid. Or no, I rolled for like 2 successes.
Was that a percent? What did you roll?
With a perception.
Yes. Okay. Yes, you will notice that there is a small droid that is stationed for this. However, the port, that's little docking port where it would normally sit, it's empty. So you believe that there might be a droid on here, but he is not in his docking port. It's docking port.
Oh god, there's an assassin droid around here somewhere.
I just think your friend misplaced them like they did the sticky gun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let this guy go.
As the conversation kind of ends, as the Rhodian walks away a little bit, the signals on the starship will start to indicate that you're dropping out of hyperdrive and that you're dropping out of light speed.
Oh yay! I should probably be in the driver's seat. Excuse me.
You can leave. Bit stands by Quigley as she's, kind of whispering in his ear, "You're going to be okay. You're fine."
Yeah, and I'll grab this Rhodian.
I'm gonna shout over my shoulder back to Bit. Bit, give him the adrenaline shot, please. Thank you. It's the little gun.
That's a random art Pulp Fiction style. Like,
oh God, that's a real gun.
I mean,
Quigley
it's
wakes
supposed
up
to
and
be
just
like a small pistol thing. She just shoot him in the face. No, don't do that in the arm.
Quigley wakes up and just starts ripping panels off the wall.
not again! Bit is screaming, "Not again!"
Just buckling in, get ready to.
So as you go to the front of the ship, you notice that the stars start to, settle back in place, and that you are out of hyperdrive and you're out of hyperspace. And that is where we are going to end it for tonight.
Oh man.
I'll let you go back to punching a Rhodian in the next game. Who knows?
You're like, again.
This is where we stop.
Made
Again!
me a liar.
Yay!
Woo! Awesome. Well, why don't you close us out?
Sure.
Alex.
Yeah. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us on our second session of Star Wars Edge of the Empire Fantasy Flight. I am super stoked that they got this far and didn't die. There was a contingency plan if they all did. But I am super stoked. Every alternating Mondays, we're going to go around again and say our goodnights and any plugs or whatever. We're going to start with Mitchell.
Oops. Hi. Thank you guys for watching. We do appreciate it. If you want to come on the channel tomorrow, we are going to be hanging out with Babies with Knives, another TTRPG podcast focusing on the new and interesting, where we will be doing a one-shot of the Genesis. It'll be amazing. Come check us out. It'll be great. Bacha.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna go over to Daniel.
Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you again, Alex, for running this game. I love it so much. It has been great. I've had a blast, and I can't wait for more. So do make sure to watch again.
Go to sleeps. He's a sleepy boy. He needs sleeps. He works early. Yeah. Alrighty, Jasmine.
Hi, thanks again for inviting me on the show. I'm basically like semi-adopted into Penny for a Tale, so you'll see a lot of me anyway.
Yes.
It comes with dental.
Yeah. We're gonna start streaming again in April, and I know because we're all kind of semi-stuck in the house for some of us.
Yep.
It'll be a relaxing, chill stream in April. I don't have a date yet, but stay tuned. It's the Geeky Nomad if you want to check that out. Lots of body paint, lots of cosplay, lots of IRL when conventions are able to start again.
Oh, yeah.
That sucks so bad, yeah.
We'll still probably have like a little a test run of our podcast coming soon called Con Suite. So we'll probably discuss a little things like of how to start up your first convention, how to do a trade show, how to start in a library and then become an actual convention. So it'll be fun. So I hope to see you guys over there soon. But for now, goodbye.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah. Again, thank you, everyone. Penny for a Tale of Star Wars every other Monday, 7:30. I love you all. May the Force be with you all.